Today we're covering Form 8962, the Premium Tax Credit Reconciliation. This form is where you compare the advance premium tax credit a taxpayer received from the marketplace with the actual premium tax credit they are eligible for based on their final year-end income. The exam will test your ability to perform this reconciliation and determine if the taxpayer owes an additional tax or is due a larger credit. The process starts with calculating the taxpayer's final household income, which for this purpose is their Modified Adjusted Gross Income, or MAGI. This includes AGI plus certain non-taxable items like tax-exempt interest and non-taxable Social Security benefits. The exam loves to test this calculation, so be precise. Once you have the final MAGI and the household size, you compare that income to the federal poverty line for that family size. This comparison, expressed as a percentage, is the most critical number in the calculation. For example, if a taxpayer's MAGI is 350% of the federal poverty line, they find that percentage on a specific table to get their applicable figure. This figure, a percentage itself, is what the taxpayer is expected to contribute toward their health insurance premiums. You multiply their MAGI by this applicable figure to get their required annual contribution. The actual premium tax credit is the difference between the premium for the second lowest cost Silver plan, also known as the benchmark plan, and the taxpayer's required contribution. The exam will provide you with the benchmark premium. You must calculate the required contribution. After calculating the true credit, you compare it to the advance credit payments the taxpayer received. If they received too much, the difference is an additional tax liability. If they received too little, it becomes a refundable credit. A major exam trap is the repayment limitation. If a taxpayer's income is under 400% of the poverty line, there is a cap on how much excess advance credit they must repay. For example, if a single individual's income is between 300% and 400% of the poverty line, their repayment might be capped at $1,500 for the tax year, even if the calculation shows they owe $2,500. The exam will almost certainly include the $2,500 amount as a distractor answer choice. You must know these limitation amounts based on the poverty line percentages. A useful way to remember the calculation steps is this phrase. First, find your place, then run the race. Place stands for poverty line percentage, applicable figure, contribution amount, and eligible credit. This gets you the final correct credit amount. Then, race stands for reconcile advance credit eventually. This reminds you to take that final step of comparing your calculated credit to the advance payments to find the net result. Be careful with scenarios involving changes in family size mid-year. You must follow specific allocation rules for premiums and benchmark plans, which adds another layer of complexity the exam might test.